Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new video. And today we're gonna be making some new nail polishes. I've made video like this at least twice, maybe 3 times on this channel. Not completely successfully, so I'm hoping today it's gonna be a little bit better. But I kind of want to use my eyeshadows as a base for nail polishes. I bought a nail polish bottles and I bought a nail polish starting medium, or like it's kind of like a product that you only mix the pigments in, so you can either mix regular pigment or just a eyeshadow, and that way you can create a nail polish. I think this is like the easiest way and the most foolproof way to do it, but I still have to try if it's gonna actually work for me. But I hope that it will, and I think we could try to do like a blue shade, or at least some of the polishes to be blue, because obviously I have a blue eyeshadow on. I tried to make my hair blue, but they still look green. I have to redo that and like make them bluer, but they do look like slightly blue in some light. They're kind of turquoisey, but I had green underneath and I feel like they're mostly still green. So I will have to try that a couple times and like figure that out, and hopefully we will at some point. But yeah, I definitely want to use my project pen palettes, or palettes and singles that and single eyeshadows that I just don't use very often, or I don't have that much of a strong connection to them, or just eyeshadows in my project pen palettes that I obviously want to use up at some point and I would like to have as nail polish. I kind of went through my nail polish collection and just kind of, try to find colors that I don't really have, colors that I really want to have in as a nail polish, and we're gonna try to create nail polishes like that. I also saw a video from Kelly Marissa, I think that's her name on YouTube, and I think she mixed a eyeshadows with like clear top coat, and she also added some nail polish thinner, or like some kind of medium to thin down the nail polish. I wasn't able to find that product here in Czech Republic. Maybe it is somewhere and I just didn't find it. But I would like to try that technique as well at some point. But right now, since I've been able to find a store that sells the nail polish bottles as well as the like mixing medium for the nail polish, for the nail polishes, I just figured why not try that. This has probably the best chance of working, so I really want to try that and make my own eyeshadow and make my own nail polishes, and then, in the future we can try the Kelly's way as well. So that's kind of for the intro, in case you're new here. Hi, my name's Sasha. I mostly focus on makeup reviews, eyeshadow reviews especially. I also really enjoy skincare, and lately I've been really into like trying to use my eyeshadows for my nails as well, because I just want to be able to use my collection to the best of my abilities and get some proper uses out of my shadows. And when it comes to palettes that I either had for a really long time or are in my project pan, I would just really like to use them up and use them not just on my eyes but also on my face and on my nails, to just like really get the best out of them. I have like 40 eyeshadow palettes at this point, and I would like to downsize it a little bit when it comes to the older palettes, so that I can allow myself to buy some newer palettes in the future. So that's kind of my battle plan. I don't know if it's gonna work, but hopefully this video will turn out good. And I think we're gonna be making 6 nail polishes, because I have 6 nail polish bottles, if I remember that correctly. So yeah, that's it for the intro. Hope you're gonna enjoy that, and let's jump into let's just make some nail polishes. Okay, so here we are. So I bought these nail polish bottles that also came with like a little brush. And then I also bought, I don't know how they're called, but it's like these little metal balls. I actually bought them in a cyclo shop, or like a shop that is specialized for cycling and stuff like that. I don't know what they need that for, but that was the only place here in Czech Republic that I could find it online. Maybe you can get it somewhere in store, but I just didn't know how to search for this in store. And then these bottles were from a DIY homemade shop that specializes in making your own products. So they had like mixing mediums for or bases to start your moisturizers and like skincare, makeup, nail care, I don't know, home cleaning products. And then they also sold this, which is like a base for a nail polish, and this is supposed to be like kind of really really nourishing base for your nail polishes. And yeah, it has a lot of different ingredients, and the way that they said that you're supposed to use it is that you put 0.5 grams of pigment and mix it with this into the bottle. I also included the metal balls. I put 2 balls in each bottle because I just feel like that will help to mix up the nail polish and make it better to use. And then I've I have in front of me a lot of different palettes. Most of them are either project pen palettes or single shadows that I've depotted or that I have from palettes that I don't really enjoy, like shadows that I know I'm not really gonna use or they don't really work for me, or palettes that have either glitter in them or formulas that I know I will not be using anymore or that I am not really comfortable using anyways. And what are we gonna do? I have like a pieces of paper in front of me that I'm gonna roughly fold in half to just have like to put the pigment inside of the nail polish. And now, first polish that I want to make, or like first shadow I want to use, is this one. This is a depotted shade from the Glam Shop Alter Ego palette, and this shade is beautiful. It's kind of like a light glitter shade that has hollow in it, or like all sorts of different speckles. Maybe you will even be able to see it. And it is such a fine glitter, but it's really hard to like, you can see it's such a fine glitter, but it's really hard to store somewhere since I depotted it because it is pretty like jelly formula. And for me, first of all, it greases a lot on me, and also it gets really messy for me. So I just thought that I could use it as a nail polish because it looks truly beautiful. And since we're gonna need approximately 0.5 grams, I'm gonna kind of take like half of the shadow and take it out. And we can always add more shadow, but we can't really take it out. So now I'm gonna just kind of lightly, I'm just gonna try to make it come apart a little bit more so that it's not so all mushed together. And I'm using this Little Cosmetics spatula for depotting. So something like this. Obviously the smaller particles the better, but I think since we have the metal balls inside, it should be okay. And now we're just gonna put it inside of the bottle. And we're gonna try not to make a mess. So let me take this aside. And now we have like half a gram of this inside. We'll see how that's gonna look like. So now I'm gonna take the mixing medium And I'm gonna try to skillfully put it inside. And now we're gonna close it and shake it. I think the quickest way is to kind of like, you know, use the back of your hand. Ooh, it's starting to look really pretty. Whoa, that is so glittery. I don't even know if this camera is doing it justice. Whoa. That looks truly beautiful. Let me try to... Yeah, I think this is gonna be nice. I will definitely try it on the nails, and then maybe we're gonna add more of the shadow. But yeah, this shadow is just so beautiful. And I'm gonna have to show you this eyeshadow in a direct sunlight because it is so sparkly. Like, I just saw it in the window. It is so pretty. Now, for a next shade, I think I'm gonna take my Oden's Eye Earth palette. And I have this shade in the middle, which is called Golden Year, and I don't really love it all that much. And then I also have this depotted shade from Legend of Car palette from Colourpop. I think it's called Future Industries, and it's one of these jellier shades that I don't really enjoy on my eyes because they crease. So I think I'm gonna use like quarter of it and then mix it with the Earth palette. I was kind of thinking when I'm gonna use up this palette, maybe I could keep the palette and just use some of my singles or depotted shades from like the Alter Ego palette or from other palettes and try to press them into this Earth palette because it is a small travel size palette. So yeah, I'm having so much ideas what I could do if this actually worked and I could like use up some of my palettes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna add a little bit more of the Earth shade or the Golden Year shade from the Earth palette. I just wanted like have a really deep base with a little bit of that silvery, bluish, purplish shimmer in it. I think it could look really pretty that way. And I think I might even use just like a knife. I have to tell you, this is so much fun. Like, I enjoy this so much. I hope it's gonna work. Okay, so we have this inside. And now we're gonna pour the nail polish. Whoa, that's such a nice metallic, kind of like gunmetal. Okay, whoa, that's pretty. I should try to... Oh yeah, I think this is gonna be pigmented enough. It definitely looks like a pretty nice pigmentation. Now, for the next thing I want to do, I'm gonna again use the Earth palette. And I want to use this deep kind of army green shade called Luxury. Maybe. Okay. Because that one is so pretty. And I'm gonna mix it with the Mio Makeup The Frog's Tale palette. And I have this shade called Alchemist, and it's a glitter. And I don't really use these glitters, so I just kind of thought that it might work nicely. Yeah, I think that's enough glitter. It's gonna work. It's gonna look so pretty, like that deep green army base with that goldy glittery green. That could look so pretty. I don't know, I always feel like such a chemist whenever I do these things, which I know is probably really silly, but I just feel really fun when I do this. And I don't know how much if we're gonna get enough of the, if we're gonna have enough of the nail polish base, maybe I'm gonna have to film this in 2 days, because I think I have enough for a fourth polish, but I don't know if I'm... Oh, wow. I don't know if I'm gonna have more. So, but I've been definitely planning on buying another base soon. So this could be cool. And I think we're gonna do like 4 polishes today, and if it's gonna work, I'm gonna buy more of these and more of the base. And you know, I'm gonna have... This video will be like shot in 2 different days. Oh my gosh, this looks like fairy forest. I can't with this. Wow. Okay, this will be beautiful. And then I think I said in the intro that I want to do blue, so we should do something blue that I've been forgetting about, I guess. So I think I'm gonna take the Christmas Eve palette by Oden's Eye. Which blue are we gonna do, Scooby-Doo? I kind of really want to do this dark one. I don't have much of it left, so I think we can use the entire shade because there's like half of it only. So I guess we're just gonna take the whole thing out. And I know that this is kind of like cheating when it comes to my Project Pen palettes, you know, that I'm using them for nail polishes all the time, but look, I love these palettes. I have so many pictures of them, so when if I'm gonna wanna like recreate this palette or like rebuild them, I can always do that. But they're getting older, and I don't want to keep old makeup just for the sake of keeping it. And I'm not a Christmas fanatic, so I don't need to hoard on to Christmas releases. When it comes to Halloween, yeah, that would be harder for me to get rid of, but Christmas, I'm not the biggest fan of, and I will always remember this color story. And I've made so many good looks with this color story. Yeah, I'm not really gonna lose sleep over the fact that this palette will one day be gone. Like, I don't think I would have problem getting rid of any of my palettes. Like, obviously I do love them and I do enjoy them and I love having them. But if something happened to them or if they would go bad or something, I'm not gonna have any problem just throwing them away. Honestly, I'm not that attached to makeup. I enjoy using it, but honestly, you can get the same color story somewhere else, and I'm sure that there's gonna be releases in the future that will have pretty much the same color story, because you know, everything that is released is a copy of something or is a dupe of something, or you know, it can be a dupe of something. So I'm not really losing sleep over this. I am sure that I could find a palette that looks very similar to this that I could use as a dupe. So, or I can just build it myself if I want to. I was kind of thinking that I could try to dupe some nail polishes, like already existing nail polishes that people like. So if you have any shades from any brand that you really enjoy when it comes to nail polishes and you would like to see me try to like dupe it, definitely let me know. I would love to hear your I would like to see what you would like me to create. I have a couple Hollow Taco and Mooncat polishes that I would really like to either buy, or if I'm gonna be able to recreate them, I'm definitely gonna be much happier recreating them, because that would mean that I don't have to buy a new product, pay for shipping, pay for additional like taxes and you know, VAT duties and stuff like that. And I could repurpose what I already have in my collection, which would be wonderful because I have a lot. I mean, I have like 40 eyeshadow palettes, so I feel like it's not the worst. I know people have way more products than I do. I don't know what shade would this be called, honestly. Oh yeah, but that looks actually nice. And we're gonna try these 4 polishes that we created. I think this is a really nice lineup. It doesn't look bad with one coat. So this is the holochrome on its own. And I think on the last finger, I want to try to use the green shade as the base. and then use the holochrome on top of it in the second coat. Okay, so here are all the nail polishes. This one is the holochrome. As you can see, like, it's just the most beautiful shade. And then this one is the blue matte one. And then we have the green one that is genuinely just like magic. And then this one is the gunmetal one, and I think they all look just stunning. Truly beautiful. I just use like a basic nail polish topper because I don't have anything else. I have to make another order from Holo Taco. But this is the nails. They look so beautiful. Like, this one is so pretty. Then the blue one, this one is actually the second hand. On the first hand, even after the top coat, like, there's still texture happening, but I didn't really notice that much texture on the second nail, so I think it's just that the nail polish wasn't properly mixed together. And this is the green one. It looks so pretty. And then the holochrome, I'm sorry, but this is the most beautiful nail polish. Genuinely, if you told me that this nail polish is $20, I'd buy it. Like, it's so beautiful. And then this one is the green with the hollow on top of it. I'm sorry, but this is just a disco ball in a green version. Like, it's so pretty. I just can't with how pretty these are. So yeah, this is the first 4 shades that we used, and I'm definitely ordering more of the base nail polish and a couple more of these little bottles, and maybe eventually I'll also buy more of the little metal balls and create more nail polishes. Okay, so I'm back 2 days later, and all my bottles came back. So I have 3 of the bottles that we had left from last time. And then I bought all of these new ones because I'm crazy. And some of them actually don't have any of the, some of them only have one little ball in there, and some don't have any, like this one, because I ran out of balls. So we're either gonna do that without the metal balls, or I actually found out that in these bottles for the nail base, or like the nail polish base, there is one ball. So, and I have this one empty bottle, and then 4 new bottles, so that's 5 balls that I technically can take out of there and use. So I definitely want to make some matte nail polishes, and for those I definitely want the 2 balls there because I just feel like that's safer. And I was kind of going through my nail polish drawer. I had to throw away some nail polishes that were like really bad, and I realized I have a lot of these nail glitters and chromes and stuff that for me doesn't really work with normal polishes, and like on natural nails I feel like they only work if you have acrylics or gel nails. So I think I'm gonna use these to like turn them into nail polishes because it's really hard to use them on their own, and it's very messy, and I don't really get the best result. We're gonna start with the matte ones. I still have the previous shades on my nails. I'm gonna have to find either label maker or, you know, some kind of sticker to write down what they are. The only label maker that I have is this like orange one, which I don't think is gonna look nice on it, so I'm gonna try to find some kind of sticker paper or something to write down what they are. Like, I'm pretty good at remembering these things, but also, you know, eventually it could get messy. I'll always know that they're they were made by me because they're in these bottles. But yeah, now we have to figure out what we want to do with the matte shades. I definitely know that I want to have blue matte nail polish because I only have like a purple SE nail polish and I don't have any blue. So I definitely want blue. I have this very beautiful baby blue, which is truly wonderful. But also like, it's very basic color. I feel like this is a lot more interesting color. And it looks like this so far, which I like the difference between these two. Maybe I'm gonna do another light blue eventually. But yeah, we have this one so far. Then I really want yellow because I had to throw one of my yellows away. It was like a essence nail polish and it was very beautiful. I loved that yellow, but it was not good anymore. And yeah, there's just no point in keeping something if it doesn't work. And now what we're gonna do, I mean, this yellow is really pretty, but I don't want to destroy it because this one is debouted from Glam Shop. It's the Alter Ego palette, and once you like kind of touch them and like go into them, they're, especially the matte shades, they're really soft, and I wouldn't be able to repress it and use it anymore. I was kind of thinking about this shade. This is the Limop Tart. I used to love this shade, but lately, I don't know, like I feel like it's not as great as it used to be. I don't know what happened with this shade, but I don't think it's as amazing. Okay, so here's the yellow. As you can see, it's kind of like a buttery, yellowy, slightly orangey shade, which like genuinely, they're so pretty. There's something about these two shades that I just love together. Now, I think we're gonna go into the Christmas, Merry Christmas palette, sorry. And I'm gonna take out this Elf Wish shade, this multichrome, because it isn't the best anymore, if I'm gonna be completely honest with you. It creases a lot, and it kind of, it doesn't even like to stay in my inner corner lately. Like, it just kind of, there's something about this that doesn't work for me anymore, and there's not a lot of it, as you can see, so I think I can get rid of this one. And I don't think there's enough of product, so I'm gonna have to add something to it. Then I think I'm gonna scrape just like a little bit of this shade called Snowman. You know, just a little bit of sparkle from that. A little bit of Jingle Bell. I don't know if this is enough of product, honestly. Maybe I'm gonna put a little bit of that Holo as well. This is genuinely just like put every single shade you have in one nail polish. Okay, so here is the result. This is just like a window light, but you can see that this is just absolutely magical. And like even the yellow one slightly sparkles, as you can see, like it's kind of honey-like. So I love these. I definitely want to get rid of this gold shade because I hate it. Like I genuinely hate it. On my eyes, it's just the most disgusting thing. I think I'm gonna put a little bit of that Filting Time because Filting Time is one of my least favorite shade of this palette. Like I love the whole palette, but apart from Silvery Dream, like this one isn't my favorite. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I don't feel the packaging full, but when the brush is still out, when I'm like pouring the nail base, I'm pouring it about like here because it's gonna raise a little bit when you close it up, and also like you need space to be able to like mix everything together, right? Like to shake everything together. So I don't fully mix it to the brim, or like I don't fill it to the brim, but look at that. That is so pretty. Like these two together, I'm sorry, but that would be so beautiful. Even with the greenish one. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm a magician. And I'm definitely gonna be wearing this on my nails now. Like, it was so disgusting on my eyes, but Honestly, these 4 would look so pretty too. I am just so happy with these whenever I get to change them up a bit. What else are we gonna do? And like, I don't use the red one. The only kind of red polishes I have are these 2 essences, which this one is like pinky corally with orange shift, and this one is like berry reddish shimmer. And then I have like this orangey corally, which is also really old, and I probably should get rid of it at some point. So maybe we're gonna do a red. And I know there's gonna be people who are gonna be like, but you can't buy these again, like they were limited edition, they're not available anymore. What are you gonna do if one day you're gonna miss them? Honestly, I'm not that attached to makeup, and like if I'll ever feel like I need that color story again, I'll just buy it in from a different brand in a different packaging. Like it's not that much of a big deal. If I really want, I can keep the packaging of this and I'll always remember what it looked like. Like I have Instagram and all these things are saved in there, so you know, like it's not, I guess it's just not a big deal. And also the Halloween bundle, like the Little Ghost and the Trick or Treat palette from Angelica from last year, were kind of similar to these 2 palettes. Like they were a little bit improved versions, or kind of similar. They have the same vibe. I can do similar things with them. And I can always add some more singles from my collection to, you know, get what I want out of them and like remember them. And these ones, like I pretty much used the Christmas Eve to like get me into colors and get me into creative makeup, and I already am in that place, and I can like now use pretty much every color story in my advantage. And I have like, this palette for me is mostly like just for the greens. I don't really use other shades here, and most of the other shades that are in green from this palette I don't love on my eyes, honestly. And I have so many other green palettes, and like I can just get this somewhere else, honestly. Like it's not, I love these palettes, I really do, but it's not like I can't get this anywhere else, and this is the only, these are the only palettes with this color story, and I will never have it again. And you know, the whole world will end because of this. It won't, it really won't. Okay, so here is the red one. It looks honestly so much better as a nail polish, and I definitely think I'm gonna wear this. And now that I'm looking at these, I kind of want brown as well to have you know, to have like fall color story. I'm kind of, I know it's still middle of summer, at least when I'm filming this, but I can't wait for fall. This one doesn't have brown. Well, it has this brown, but isn't this one too light? But I was kind of thinking about using, this one is a bit too light and this one is a bit too dark. Maybe we're gonna try to mix them. Alright, maybe we could try that. Okay, so I think we managed to create like a pretty perfect coffee shade. At least to me, it looks like a really nice coffee color. As you can see, there's a little bit of marbling at the bottom. I will definitely have to, you know, just like mix it more. But I think this would be a perfect fall theme for the nails. I really want to use this unicorn's mane because it's just really fun. Let me try to show you. Like it has all sorts of different sparkles in it. So it has blue, gold, green, all these fun colors. Yeah, I think I will use part of this glitter with the, gosh, how are you called? Wonderland. No, Wonderful. Okay, so here are the 2 nail polishes. So mixing the unicorn's mane with Wonderful from Christmas Eve created this just absolutely gorgeous unicorn shade. Like, I'm sorry, but this is unicorn. If you want to tell me that this isn't unicorn, I will fight you. This is just such a oh my god, this is so pretty. It is so pretty. And then when I mixed it with the shade Silver dream or silvery dream, as you can see. Like, again, it's so cool. I feel like this in winter, it actually looks a bit more golden on the camera. It's a lot more, I don't even know, kind of like beigey gray. But I think this one looks really pretty. And I think especially like these two in winter, these two next to like a black polish or deep polish would look so cool. So that was Unicorn's Mane. Now, I mentioned last time when I was creating the first 4 polishes that I want to try to do matte black. So I have this black over here. And I want to try that because I have one matte black, which is this one. It's kind of small and it's pretty old now, and it's not the best. Like, it was pretty good when I first got it, but now it's not the best. So we're gonna do that and I'll see if it's gonna be enough. Okay, so I don't know how well you can see, but the black is pretty black. Like, it's almost the same color as this. It's just like a little bit more charcoaly, but just like a little bit. And yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely, like, you know, shake it properly. But yeah, we have 8 nail polishes so far. Now I want to use the chromatic beetle, which is this, like, I don't know if you'll even be able to see something, but it's like purple to green. Okay, this looks so cool. I have one multi-chrome shade that it's kind of similar from Hello Taco, and this is, like, in the bottle it looks even better because it looks kind of like that oil spill, you know, like when you have water on the streets and there's a little bit of oil in it. Like, it has so many different shades. Like, there's pink, purple, green, gold, turquoise, magenta. Like, there's so many shades that I've never seen from this powder on my nails. Like, it is just so cool. I will definitely have to show you that in or maybe, I don't know, will you see that here? Maybe you kind of can. Yeah, maybe you kind of can in the mirror. Like, I'm sorry, this is the most interesting nail polish I've ever seen. So I can't wait to try that one. Now, I was kind of thinking that I want to use up the shade Bless. And maybe we could add either the Wonderful in there, or we could use this Metallic Elegance pinky one. That could also look really cool. And I also kind of want to do a light blue shimmer, so I think we're gonna use this shade from the Frogtail Palace by Mia Makeup, and we're gonna use the shade Meadow. And I'm either gonna mix it with Blue Eyes from the Christmas Eve palette. That could look cute. And maybe with Blue Star, that could also look cute. Okay, so 4 nail polishes later, so we have this beautiful one, which is the multichrome from Christmas Eve, and it's the Gorgeous palette, the Gorgeous shade, which is very appropriate. Like, it's blue, purple, periwinkle, sparkly, gorgeous. I don't know if anything's gonna show, but it is so sparkly. Like, I'm sorry, but that is beautiful. Then this one, as you can see, also like such a sparkly pinky shade. So it was the Merry Christmas Blast with this metallic pink, and I think it's also very, very beautiful. It's not a shade that I use very often, but I feel like it's nice to have. Then I have this matte green, and it's actually from the Earth palette, and this shade called Memory. I completely used it up for this one. I was kind of thinking about using the shade Best Wish from Merry Christmas, but I have similar shade to this one as a nail polish from Hello Taco, And I do like this shade on the eyes a lot more. This one from Earth, it doesn't really show up a lot on me, so I decided to use it as a nail polish, and I feel like it would look really nice with some of these nail polishes that I already own. So yeah, this one really beautiful. And then I completely used up the unicorn's mane. I added a bit that I was still left with, and I used this glittery shade, the Meadow, from the Frog's Tales, as I said, and look at this. Like, isn't this the most beautiful glittery gorgeousness? Like, it's just so beautiful. It's gonna be mostly like a topper, I guess, but I still really love it, and I don't have many toppers. I pretty much like, I guess, the first one that they kind of created in the first batch with the holochromatic shade would be considered topper, but that's pretty much it. And now I still have some nail polish base. I think I can do like 3 more nail polishes. Kind of want a blue shimmer. And then I think I want a green, kind of like cool toned green shimmer. Similar to the one that we tried to make previously, like in my previous video making this. That didn't really work. So I think I could mix New Year with Think. Okay, so I ended up making another 4 polishes. And here are the 5 nail polish bases that I've used up. And I think it was definitely worth buying the base, because I think one base is like, I don't know, $4 or something like that. And you can make 4 to 5 nail polishes. Lately I've been doing like a little bit over half of the bottle full, because I just feel like I don't know how long these polishes will last. Obviously, like, you're mixing pigment that isn't really made to be nail polish, and I disinfected all of these palettes, but still, like, you don't know 100% if it's gonna last. So I definitely don't want a full bottle if it could go bad in a couple months. And yeah, you can make 4 to 5 nail polishes out of that, and I think for $4. And these bottles were, I think, like half a dollar. So yeah, it's definitely very inexpensive. So this one is the blue shades from the Christmas Eve palette. So it's the blue eyes and let me find it. I don't remember the shade names, honestly. Blue Star and Blue Eyes. And as you can see, it's kind of like grayish, I guess. It's actually not that far from the from this one, which was the it was the jelly shade from the Legend of Korra, and I think we added something to it as well. So yeah, this one is definitely more like grayish blue than blue, but I still think it's pretty cool. Then I have this very beautiful cooler green, and we used the a Christmas tree shade from the Merry Christmas palette, and then this very pretty shade called Think from the Tinkerbell palette. I don't love this shade on my eyes because it's just more satiny, but I feel like it looks beautiful as a base. And yeah, these would look so pretty together, by the way. Then, think I thought I'm not gonna do, but I actually ended up doing, is I've used this multi-chrome. Maybe you're gonna be able to guess, but it's from the Liana palette from Shall We Makeup. It's this shade. I've used up all the rest that was there because there was just like half of the product left, and I used this shade like 3 days ago. I think I didn't post this look because the shade isn't good anymore. Like, it creased like crazy, and it just kind of didn't look right. Like, it looked dirty for some reason, and I remember it being a lot prettier, so I just completely used it up, and it looks wonderful as nail polish. Try to, like, I mean, look at that, look at that. It's just so beautiful. And maybe you can even see the green in the bottle. It's just such a magical shade, and I feel like with this multi-chrome that we created before, the kind of like purpley green, like it's just such a cool combo. And then sorry, I created the light blue because I just really wanted to have baby blue nail polish, and I used this called Soft Cloud from the Solmane palette. I have a debodied single from the Alter Ego palette from Glam Shop, this one, but like it is such a soft format that if I'm gonna touch it, it's gonna completely break, and this is pretty old palette. And yeah, I don't mind having like using it up, and I have other pastel blues in my collection as well, but I don't want to touch them because they're still really nice and pretty, like not that old. So another 4, and now I don't even know how many we've made. So this is 16, 18, and then the 4 ones that we made in the like first part of this video. So that's 22 nail polishes, and I think all the supplies were like 40 euros or something, around 42, $43, which, you know, for that many nail polishes, that's definitely amazing. That's like $2 for a nail polish, which that's a really good price. I don't think even Essence has such a inexpensive nail polishes. And we get to repurpose our eyeshadows that I either don't really use anymore, don't love them as much as I used to, or I just think that they look a lot better the way that they are right now. Let me know what you thought about these. I still have 5 bottles empty, and I have a couple of these glitter thingies, and obviously I still have a lot of eyeshadows in my collection. So if you have any idea of what you would want me to mix up together, either existing nail polish from, you know, any brand, you know, if you like Mooncat, Lights Lacquer, Hollow Taco, or any other brand, obviously like OPI, SC, or anything, and you would like me to try to dupe it, definitely write it down below. Or if you have your own formula, you can check my mid-year eyeshadow palette collection that I've posted not that long ago. I will try to link it down below or in the little card, so that you can see every single eyeshadow palette that I have. And if you would like me to use any of these shades to create a nail polish, definitely let me know. If it's not gonna be like super new palette, I won't object. And if you want me to do manicure, and if you want to pick some of these nail polishes that I've already created and pick which shades I should use for my next manicure, either 1, 2, 5, you know, how much you want, you can definitely write it down below as well. If you see some really cool look or really cute manicure, definitely let me know, and I'll be very happy to film that. So that's it for now. Now I'm just gonna show you all the swatches and all the close-ups, but I will already say my goodbyes. Hope you have a great day. Hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it isn't too long, but I haven't edited it yet, obviously. But I really hope you've enjoyed this. Definitely let me know which shade was your favorite out of all of this. And if you have any ideas how I should name them, I will try to come up with names for some of them, but if you have any suggestions on how I should name them, definitely let me know in the comments. I would be very happy to have them named and have like my own little personal DIY nail polishes. So yeah, definitely let me know all that down below. And in case you will try to create some of these, definitely tag me on Instagram or here on YouTube. I'll be very happy to see your creations and what you can do with your nail polishes and with your eyeshadows. So let's jump right into the swatches.